What's up, MK Squad? Welcome back to another legendary top of the moot reaction video, baby. Welcome back to another banger, because you know I'm steady dropping them bangers. It's your boy, man. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. If you already subscribed, we thank you, man. And we got some Taylor Swift up in here. And if you love Taylor Swift, man, who don't love Taylor Swift? Give this video a big thumbs up, man. It helps out the channel a lot. It's totally free, and it helps out the YouTube algorithm, man. I can't emphasize no more, man. You know what I mean? But we got Taylor Swift saddest interview moments, man. Saddest interview moments. Hopefully I don't get emotional or, you know, it start touching a different strand of my heart within this video. But comment down below any videos, man, y'all want us to react to, because we sure will be reacting to them. I'm not going to do no more talking, like I always say, man. Like I always say. Let's go, man.
You know, it's interesting that in your songs, you're still the outsider. With all the success.
Yeah, my mom talks to me a lot about that, because I think you kind of get set in how you feel when you're in school. Like, I could be sitting in the front row at an award show and I still don't feel like a cool kid. Like,
to this day. And you are the cool kid now.
And what went through your mind when he came up and then they cut off the...
Well, I was standing on stage and...
Well, what is her definition of a cool kid? You feel me? Because you're only cool as you are by being who you are. You feel me? So I wonder.
I was really excited because I had just won the award, and then I was really excited because Kanye West was on the stage. And then
It's not to pause. Sorry for pausing it, but guys, I understand. Like, you know how when you like get an award, because she said she at the award show where she still don't feel like the cool kid. Like, so it's like, you know how when you get an award or something you really want it, and then you get that award or something, or you're present at that special award ceremony or banquet or ball, wherever you wanted to be at, and then like after it's all over, you still feel empty. You want more. Well, the simple fact is, you never want to make a moment or something materialistic fill in a void of your happiness, because nothing will fill that void in. You have to be truly happy within yourself internally. Not saying Taylor Swift isn't that. I'm just spitting facts. I'm spitting truth, because that's what came to my mind when she said cool kid and still not feeling like the cool kid. Well, you just gotta, that seems like an eternal problem, and we all got battles we fight. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not bad, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just, I get where she coming from. We all had them moments.
Then I wasn't so excited anymore after that.
And Taylor, are there any hard feelings towards him?
I don't know him, and I've never met him, so...
So were you a fan before?
Yeah. It's Kanye West.
Are you still a fan? I take it now?
Yeah, I don't know him, and I don't want to start anything, because I had a great night tonight.
So, did anyone give you support backstage?
Yeah, I've been getting so many text messages. It's like, and everybody's been really nice. So I've had a really
Bro, just let the situation go, bro. Like, one thing about these paparazzi and these people that be recording and asking questions, interviewers and stuff, sometimes they go over the edge, man. They like stop trying to get the guy to say something, you know, for it be a headline. Taylor Swift said so and so, and she knows that. That's why she's saying, look, had a good night. It was a great night. I don't know him like that. I don't know him as a person. Great individual. I was a fan of him, and that's that, man.
Really fun night. It's been interesting, definitely. It's definitely been an interesting night.
How hard was it to coordinate the performance with the subway and all of the...
The performance was one of my favorite parts of the night, and especially the fact that it was so fan-oriented, and the fact that the fans were everywhere. It was just wonderful, and I love New York, so I was so excited to be here.
Are you going to be on the Kanye?
Huh?
Are you going to reach out to Kanye? Thank you guys so much.
I'm just going to try to have a good night. Thank you so much.
I'm supposed to ring, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
All right. This makes me feel so bad about myself. Every time I come up here, you put like a different dude up there on the screen. There's never been two guys on the screen, like 2 visits in a row.
What the heck?
Is your life at all normal?
No, not at all.
What's the most abnormal?
The most abnormal thing about my life is having sort of crowds form everywhere you go, and just everywhere. So that starts happening, and then you have to take security everywhere you go. All of a sudden, you realize that you have not been alone, truly, for 5 years. I try not to ever really say where I am the most, because since all my addresses are on the internet, people tend to show up uninvited. Like, you know, dudes that think we have an imaginary marriage.
You mentioned that.
What the heck, bro? Imaginary, yo, that's delusional.
Wound dressing with you?
Yeah, I've had a lot of stalkers show up to the house armed. So we have to think that way.
Do you ever suffer from anxiety?
Armed, man. They like, they're the type of individuals that don't take no for an answer. Type of people that don't take rejection well, man. I get it, she's a decent, nice, pretty woman, but dang, show some respect, man. They showing up at her crib, and that's tough.
Anxiety dreams. Do you ever have those dreams before a big show where you're fighting clowns or you're wrestling with a lion?
Oh my god, yes,
Or,
anxiety dreams. And also like my reality, even when I'm not dreaming, is like peppered with lots of anxiety. Just like ridiculous anxiety. I have a lot of issues with buildings like this because I always feel like someone has bugged the room and is either videoing me or recording me. No, I know, but like dressing rooms and stuff. So that's one of my paranoias. Anxiety dreams, I always have nightmares that I'm being framed for murder.
Do you?
Wow.
Yes, and then I'm being framed so well that I can't remember if I did it.
Where's the video of Kanye telling me he was going to call me that in his home? It doesn't exist because it never happened. You don't get to control someone's emotional response to being called that in front of the entire world. Of course, I wanted to like the song. I wanted to believe Kanye when he told me that I would love the song. I wanted us to have a friendly relationship. He promised to play the song for me, but he never did. While I wanted to be supportive of Kanye on the phone, you cannot approve a song you haven't heard. Being falsely painted as a liar when I was never given the full story or played any part of the song is character assassination. I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative, one that I have never asked to be a part of since 2009. That moment when Kanye West secretly records your phone call, then Kim posts it on the internet. Wow.
It or not in the dream.
Wow.
And so that really winds me up. And then I'm just like freaked out for the next couple of days. I mean, if you want to talk about all my like issues with anxiety, we could be here for days.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
That's okay, because
you asked the question.
Is free, and
you
I'm
didn't
not
ask a fun question.
Would you like to lay down on the couch?
You didn't ask my favorite kind of candy.
That is true.
You asked how many different kinds of anxiety dreams do I have.
But you do have them.
Yeah, I
So
have
you're in a
them.
dressing room, you're talking with a friend privately about the fact that you're not sure if you've murdered someone or not, and then you look up at the little fire alarm thing and you go, could there be a camera?
There's a red light there, yeah. And there's also the dream that, like, anytime I'm paparazzi'd out, like, which is a lot, I have dreams that night that they're in my room taking pictures of me while I'm sleeping. So, like, I'll find myself smiling.
Bro, I could feel that. Like, I could understand that. Like, just imagine everywhere you go, so many pictures getting taken that, you know how, like, you have a light staring in your eye for a long time. Say you like a makeup artist or something, just for example, or like this LED light right now that that's shining on me right now as I'm like reacting to this video. And you know how when you finally go to sleep and then you like still feel and see, you believe you still see the light and like your eye prints as you close your eyes because you've been staring at that light so long. So just imagine someone like Taylor Swift just getting pictures taken of her everywhere she go, and now she home and she's trying to sleep, and she, I would feel like someone probably taking pictures of me too, because I'm getting taken pictures of every single day, every single second, every single minute.
In my sleep, like trying to like, because I think there are people in my room taking pictures of me.
You okay?
Not smiling because I'm happy, smiling because like because I think people are taking pictures of me. And
Did your boyfriend like the way it smells?
I don't have one. I keep telling you that. I don't have like even kind of a boyfriend.
Not even kind.
I don't have someone that I'm texting that's a guy that might someday be my boyfriend. There's like nothing going on right now.
That's pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, why she say it like that? Ellen face was just like, that's pathetic.
You're busy.
Yeah, well,
You're
yeah,
very, very
of
busy.
course.
What is the craziest thing that a boy has ever done to get your attention?
Nobody does anything crazy to get my attention. I don't know. As far as guys, they
They don't work hard enough, do they?
Like,
Really don't.
I don't know. I can't remember, so I guess, I guess there hasn't been anything.
Kind of made
Which
sense.
is good, so it's like easier. The bar's set really low for anyone who I date in the future to come in and be like a great guy. I'll be like, how, you exist? This is crazy.
I've been thinking about addiction, and I've been thinking about people who, if they're either suffering through mental illness or they're suffering through addiction, or they have an everyday struggle. No one pats them on the back every day, but every day they are actively fighting something. But there are so many days that nobody
That's the
gives them
truth.
credit for that.
Yeah.
And so how often must somebody who's in that sort of internal struggle must want to say to everyone in the room, you have no idea how close I am to going back to a dark place, or you have no idea.
You know how hard it is to get to the point where you guys think is still shitty.
Yes, and then the second verse is about, someone who felt like they had a lot of potential in their life. I think there are a lot of mechanisms for us in our school day to be patted on the back for something, and then I think a lot of people get out of school, and there are less abilities for them to get gold stars.
Yeah.
And then you have to make all these decisions, and you have to pave your own way, and there's no set class course you can take, and I think a lot of people feel really swept up in that. And so I was thinking about this person who is really lost in life and then starts drinking, and every second is trying not to.
Yeah.
One song on the album called Soon You'll Get Better that I can't even really hear, I can't even listen to it.
She won't talk specifically about her inspiration, but it comes at a time when her mother, Andrea, who was battling cancer, suffered a relapse.
It's really interesting because I don't think I have written a song quite like that before, and it's just sort of like, it's just a tough one.
I can imagine, but I can also tell you, having listened to it, that it's universal.
It's just not something that we deal with until we have to, until we see it, until we experience it, until someone close to us is going through something like that. And so writing about it was really emotional, and I'm just gonna stop talking about it now.
Understand.
Taylor Swift opens up to Elle magazine admitting that she's never fallen in love before. In the new issue of Elle magazine, Taylor is admitting that she has never ever fallen in love before. She said, "It's magical if you ask anyone who's ever fallen in love. It's the greatest." Now, I have more of a grasp on the fact that when you're in a state of infatuation and you think everything that a person does is perfect, it then, if you're lucky, morphs into a real relationship when you see that that person is not in fact perfect, but you still want to see them every day. I've never had that. She also says in the mag that she believes that the idea of happily ever after doesn't exist in real life, and that she doesn't see herself, quote, riding off into the sunset because the cameras keep rolling in real life.
That's facts. That's just being straight up royal about it. I never been in a relationship when I wrote my first couple of albums, so these were all projections of what I thought they might be like. She tells her pal, Rookie magazine creator Tevi Givenson, they were based on movies and books and songs and literature that tell us that a relationship is the most magical thing that can ever happen to you. And then once I fell in love, or I thought I was in love, and then experienced disappointment, or it just not working out a few times, I realized there's this idea of happily ever after, which in real life doesn't happen. True. Go through ups and downs, man. We go through good times and bad times, so
There are times when I feel like, with everything that's in my control, I can make myself seem like someone who doesn't have an abnormal life. And I try that every day. Every day it's like, how do I make myself, among my friends and family and my loved ones, not see this big elephant that's in the room for our normal life, because I don't want the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to be in my life, I feel like there's a certain amount that comes with it that I can't stop from happening.
Yeah.
I can't stop from you getting a call in the morning that says, you know, the tabloids are writing this today. I can't help it if there's a guy with a long lens camera 2 miles away with a telescope lens taking pictures of you. I can't
Dang, she got the
stop
whole
those things from
description.
happening. And so this song was basically like, is it enough? Is the stuff that I can control enough to sort of block out the things that I can't?
Yeah.
So it makes me really emotional to hear this song.
Can you do anything? You use the word normal, so I'll use it. Can you do anything like a normal person? Can you go out for a coffee? Can you go shopping? Or is everything an event with tons
She's
of
Taylor
paparazzi
Swift,
following you?
bro.
Anything outside my house or my apartment doesn't ever really feel normal. I try so hard to make it normal, because I don't engage, like if I'm being followed by a camera crew and all these paparazzi, they know that I don't want to have the conversation. And in New York, they're very respectful of that. Like, they just take their pictures and they say thank you and they leave. I don't want to make it into a press conference. My friends wouldn't want that either. But in my apartment, in my house, we can bake, we can make dinner, we can dance, we can do whatever we want. It's just that it's just a fact that when I'm outside the doors of my apartment, people are watching me, and that's the life that I chose.
And you're okay with it?
I have days where I am, days where I'm not. You know, like, I don't.
Of course, we all have off, like, good and off days. Like, sometimes just like, you know what I'm saying? Then the next day, you know, you like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just a simple fact that that's good. She keeping her composure, and that's what life is about: being consistent, keeping your composure, keeping your head held high, and I'm figuring out how to work life and what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? And the simple fact that she could do that and still have her own. Sometimes we have lazy days. Sometimes we have, you know, energetic days. It's the same way. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel as though sometimes she have her rainy days where it's just like she just want relief. You know, she might. I feel like when you have those days where you feel like exhausted emotionally, or you just like, I feel like that's just calling for you to take a mental day to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you'll regroup, and that's good. She finds a way to regroup during her off and good days, off and on days, I should say.
I don't think anyone has a solid stance on any way that they feel. Like, it's like saying, are you happy every day? You know, I mean, sometimes it feels absolutely stifling and overwhelming, to be honest with you.
Swift recently said she finds it difficult buying underwear because of her fame. Taylor Swift has discussed the pros and cons of being a famous singer. At just 20, the Today was a fairy tale star, is one of the biggest names in music, and reportedly earned $45 million last year. But such success comes at a price. Taylor revealed her biggest hate of being a household name, saying, "There are places I can't shop at anymore. When I go to buy pajamas or underwear, people are always being nosy and trying to look at what size I'm buying. It's embarrassing." I don't feel like it's embarrassing. I feel like it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? She feel how she feel. And the simple fact is she probably has to, you know, like the Amazon cart and, you know, Instacart and, you know, Walmart cart. I feel like she probably have to have people shop for her, like loved ones and stuff. Like, it's just like she's a amazing, talented woman. It's just like being a person everywhere you go, someone's behind you or coming after you. Like, that's exhausting. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Trying to always be on the go. I know you could tell, like, when she getting out of her apartment, she always trying to be on the go. Just go straight to the car. Just go straight to where she need to go. You know what I'm saying? It's not like no free-spirited thing she could do without being, you know, looked at or stalked or like. Though on the subject of underpants, a girl's gotta wear them, and every so often a girl's gotta buy them, and Swift wouldn't mind being able to purchase her skivvies in peace. One day, not long ago, she went shopping at Victoria's Secret. I look up and there are like 15 people looking at me with cameras out, waiting to take a picture of what kind of underwear I'm going to buy. Think she's a small or extra small? I want to be like, guys, I can hear you. That's disrespectful.
This week was the American election, and we have 2 Americans here.
Yeah.
And you've been very secretive about how you vote, what you're voting for.
Well, I mean, I just figure I'm a 22-year-old singer, and, you know, I don't know if people really want to hear my political views. I think they just kind of want to hear me sing songs about breakups and feelings.
Could you just kind of sum up this whole year?
Yeah, no, I have
she kept it 100. I mean, the political thing could be tough, you know what I'm saying? But she made a point. I'm here present because of my talent, and this is my talent. You know, political stuff, that's not why I'm here. Like, she sort of put it that way, but in a respectful way, which is good.
No idea how this happens. This is like, I mean, and I know that this is probably never going to happen to me again like this. Like, this kind of a year is so rare and so unique. Every album I put out has had its own different kind of feeling for the way that the year has gone. And this is such a unique feeling with Red. Like, the fact that the fans got me to win Artist of the Year for the 3rd time is kind of, to me, hard to even wrap my mind around. Like, I just sometimes I'm so happy I'm scared, if that makes any sense. Like,
well, with what you just said, it does make sense, because you don't think you're ever going to be able to achieve something like this again. And why?
Because I do that every time I win an award. Like, I just feel like this has got to be it. People are going to get sick of me, clearly. I'm always sick of me.
No one's going to get sick of Taylor Swift, man. She's a legend, man. But I can understand what she's saying. It's just like, you know how when you win an award and you're like, I wasn't supposed to be here. But you are here, man. You are amazing. You are great. So just remember that, MK Squad family. For all the individuals who watched this video to the end, I just wanted to tell you, you're great, man. You're great. I hope you're having a great, lovely day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.